Today I'm just going to do a quick little comparison on two popular dual sport tires. I use, these are the KENDA Trak Master 760s. This is the Tusk Adventure tire that they released, maybe a year ago or so. I have not tried this yet. I've run these 760s. I have 3 dual sports actually right now, and they have the KENDA's front and rear on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this Tusk model here, and I'm going to see how it works out compared to the Trak Master. Now this Trak Master is a 120 100 18. This is also a 120 90 18 tire here. Now they're both 120s, but I did measure them across here, and the Tusk is actually, being they're both 120s, the Tusk is actually 7 millimeters skinnier than the Trak Master. And now you would think maybe when you put these on, you air them up, that would change. But I have the Trak Masters on, the DRZ right here, you can see it right here. And I measured that, and the width was still the same. With it off the bike and on the bike, this width was still the same. I believe it was, let me see, I had it written down here. The Tusk tire is 125 millimeters from outside knob to outside knob, and the Trak Master is 132 millimeters. I did also take a measurement on both of them from the top of the knobby to the inside of the tire down here where it mounts on the rim. They were basically within 2 millimeters of each other, these two tires. So I'm going to, and the sidewalls on these, this Tusk model, the compound for the rubber seems a little more rigid. The Trak Master is definitely a little bit softer compound, and the sidewall on the Tusk is definitely stiffer. It's more like a Dunlop D606, whereas the Trak Master has a very soft sidewall. Trak Masters, I don't typically run my tires down until they're bald. I run these till there's probably a quarter of tread left, and I get about 1,500 miles on the style of riding I do, which is 80% off, 20% on. So I'm going to see how this Tusk will do as far as mileage wise too, and I'll maybe do an update on that. The Trak Masters, I love them. You can't beat these things. These Trak Masters, for the price and the way they perform off-road, is awesome. I mean, they blow away a 606 off-road. I mean, in the muddy terrain, slick terrain, and even your loose soil with your leaves on it, like compost type style soil. So I'm going to put this one on and see how this does. But I prefer the stiffer sidewall. If you get a flat somewhere by yourself with this and you can't replace it, it's very hard to try to limp home, especially on a paved road. I've tried to come home and I've done maybe 15 to 20 miles per hour, but this thing just wants to, even though you have a rim lock, it wants to come off the rim and you're all over the place on the road. D606s, I have ridden home at 40 miles per hour with those completely flat and never had an issue with those. So I'm hoping maybe this tire will somewhat perform like a 606 and maybe be able to get you home without having to change your tire, have somebody come pick you up. So if you have any questions or comments, put them down below. I'm going to get this thing mounted on and balanced and everything on the bike, and I will do an update once I get it on and do a little performance and some riding with it and see how it works out. So till then, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.